Hello, my name is Omar Rashan, and I'm a creative. Well, this piece was really inspired through my, because of my childhood, but then also reflecting on where we're at right now. And so, growing up in the 80s, 90s, the movie Do the Right Thing was a popular conversation. And not really understanding the magnitude of it as a kid, I understood a little bit, but now that I'm an adult and that my perspective has changed, I have a whole new outlook on Do the Right Thing, and then me portraying the message on the other end, giving it another spin to what is currently going on right now. So, in the movie, it was dealing with different racial issues, different biases, and it wasn't just towards the black culture, it was towards other cultures as well. But what it did was give you insight on stereotypes and how, like in Sal's Pizzeria, in that particular case in the movie, there wasn't any pictures of any black people from the neighborhood on the walls. And so the ironic thing about that, it was black people spending money at Sal's restaurant. And so that became an issue and became a boycott issue. And that kind of led off to various events that took place in the movie, but it did give us an understanding of like what community needs to look like, why it's important to integrate the community, because everybody matters, you know what I mean? And then if you and I know in that movie, as for our culture, we was investing into that and we just wanted to be recognized. So this piece was really inspired about, I thought about what Kaepernick stood for, and I thought about how he was really ahead of his time and how he really got it right. And I know it was a lot of people in uniform that was really kind of against that, and I was just like, nobody's really looking at it being open-minded. So now, fast forward, we here now, I see police officers, people in uniform having a different perspective. And so what I wanted to showcase was a little piece of what took place in the movie where, Mookie, he really was kind of standoffish towards the end, but now you have this police officer. And throughout history, let me just say this, throughout history, we was always just given a slice. I wanted to say, man, we deserve the whole pie. Like, we've been in the backseat for too long, and it's obvious, and now people are catching up. And so the police officer is really illustrating, vulnerability, understanding, and he's saying, look, let me give you full equality, because I get it now. And it kind of meets the movie in the middle, the times in the middle, and I hope that it really sends a positive message, but a clear statement on this is where we need to be at.
Yeah. For you, what role does art play in the revolution?
Man, art in the revolution plays a very significant role because it's our voice. And sometimes words can be misconstrued, so we can illustrate it through a body of work. And we can give examples of what love and equality looks like in so many different variations. Now you can't play this game anymore. So now you can visually see what's fair and what's unfair. And so that's why it's so important to me, and why it's important during this time.
Awesome. So we are in some strange times right now with everything dealing with COVID and whatnot. So we're not able to really get together in the way we normally do. And that impacts art in a way. Y'all are creating this outdoor art right now, but we be used to going to galleries and showings and stuff like that. What's next for you? Like, what are you working on or thinking about when it comes to, this time?
Right now, it's very detrimental that I put my full focus on social media to expand my reach. I always knew that we live in a global market. Once I realized what the internet was doing, it made the world much smaller. So it's really about taking my portfolio and allowing, I'm going to release more prints of my work. So if people can't afford the originals, then they can afford the prints. I'm just going to make myself more accessible, and you're going to clearly understand the type of work that I'm going to be putting out ongoing as an artist.
Awesome.